Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today I have the 2022 Honda Civic Touring behind me, and I'm going to do a night review of it and show you guys what this vehicle looks like at nighttime. We've had the privilege of driving this vehicle around for the past 3 days, and it does have some really cool features at nighttime. So what we're going to do in this video is highlight all those features, and if you're interested in knowing more about the Civic in general, please follow the link to our full review in the description, as well as we have POV drives, so you can check that out as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so as always, we'll start out this by just talking about any approach lighting. There isn't any approach lighting as you would expect out of something in this segment of vehicle, but to unlock, you just grab the door handle, and once you do, the interior lights will go ahead and turn on. As you can see, there is quite a lot of LED lighting inside this cabinet. It really helps to illuminate it well, but let's go ahead and fire it up. When you do, you can also see those digital gauges fire up. Pretty cool. And let's go ahead and take a look at the outside. So up here at the front, the all-new Civic does have a completely different design. It has a more mature look than what you would expect out of the previous generation model. But let's go ahead and talk about the lights. That's probably what you're most curious about. So for this all-new model, they have actually made full LED headlights standard equipment. We also have LED turn signals and the LED daytime running light. We also have LED high beams. And then if we drop down below that, we also have LED fog lamps on the Touring model. So you're going to have a full LED look up front for this Touring. We're also going to have new wheels for this all-new model. And then coming to the mirrors, these are going to have your turn signal indicator. They also have blind spot monitoring, but as you would expect, there's not going to be auto dimming or anything like that. And join me as we come around to the rear. The rear design of the Civic at night does have the same classy and elegant look as you would expect from the front. And as far as the taillights are concerned, I'm really a big fan of the way these look, especially at nighttime. It really highlights it a lot better. We have a lot of different designs within these taillights as far as the LED accenting, and the brake light itself is LED. We also have an incandescent turn signal and reverse light. And then for the license plate lighting, we do have LED components. And if we pop open this trunk, we'll look at that. It is nicely dampened. We have a good amount of cargo space in here. It's 14.8 cubic feet, and we also have some lighting, although it is not LED. Don't really expect that, but we do have lighting, so that is certainly a plus. But now let's go ahead and check out the inside. All right, so walking up to the vehicle, when you do that, the lights will turn on. And like we mentioned earlier, there is a lot of LED illumination in this cabin. I'm actually very impressed by that. It's up here on the roof, and it's really well illuminates the cabin. It's almost too bright. Shutting the door. We have a really cool animation with the Honda emblem. Then we can push the button to start. As you can see, it does kind of pulsate, which is a nice cool touch. Watch the digital gauges fire up. Now, the digital gauges are honestly probably one of my favorite elements about this all-new Civic, because it has this really cool digital gauge cluster on the Touring model. It's completely customizable, and as you can see, it has a lot of cool information in it. I do want to point out one little cool thing. If you turn signal, the Civic in the display does the exact same thing. So if we are to turn the headlights off, the headlights turn off. How neat is that? It just mirrors what the outside of the vehicle is doing. So I'm super happy to see that. It's a really nice touch that you don't see in this segment of vehicle. We also have the ability to customize our display here. So if we scroll down, we hit customize display, gauge design, and from that we can do all types of different looks depending on what you want to see. I like the round one, so we'll switch it back to that. Okay. And then as far as other things within this cabin, we do have white illumination for our steering wheel controls. If we look over here, it's white illumination for all these buttons here, as well as our window switch gear. It's going to be 2 automatic windows here in the front. Here's your mirror controls. And then if we turn our attention over here to the storage compartment, We're not going to have any illumination inside of the glove box itself, or the center console itself, excuse me, but you can still see fine because there are a few lights up here. As you can see, these lights right here, they just gradually shine down in this area to kind of illuminate it even at night. And then right here we got a drive mode selector, we got brake hold. Go ahead and switch into reverse. This is what your backup camera looks like at nighttime. It's not the highest resolution camera, but it is bright enough for you to see, and you can also switch in between several different views. Then coming up above that, we have some illumination for the wireless phone charging, as well as our USB ports. I'm also a really big fan of the way these climate controls look. They're quite nice. They feel very premium, and I also like the white illumination at nighttime. It just gives it a more classy and elegant look than other colors would, and as you can tell, these buttons are really high quality. Here are your heated seat controls. Those illuminate red. And then quite possibly my favorite thing besides the digital gauge cluster in this cabin are these vents. They don't do anything special at nighttime, but they are super cool to adjust. You move stuff up like that, and they just look absolutely fantastic. Now up top, here's a 9-inch display. This is new for the 2022 model. We also have wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto, which is what you're seeing right now. Really nice display. It's super high resolution, and at nighttime it just looks all the better. We also have our volume controls as well as all of our other displays right here. And if we go up, we have an auto dimming mirror on this model. We also have the 3 HomeLink universal remotes underneath that. And then for our moonroof, we have white controls up here as well as those aforementioned lights that help illuminate most of the cabin and just give it a nice overall look. Well guys, that's all for this night review of the all-new 2022 Honda Civic. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Also go ahead and check out all of our other content. There's plenty of stuff on our channel, so be sure to go ahead and check that out and hit that subscribe button. It's going to give you notifications on our most recent content, and you won't want to miss out, so please do that. Anyway, we'll catch you next time as we sample more of the latest automotive delicacies.